straight forward. And now take your shoulders up about an inch, back about an inch, and then just let them slide down your back, kind of broadening across your collarbones. And one more time like that, up an inch, back an inch, and let them slide down your back. Now I want you to bring your attention to your feet. And feel them press down into the mat below you, the carpet, the wood floor. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's cold. And just for a moment, I want you to imagine roots, just like a tree shooting down through the soles of your feet, down into the ground beneath you, anchoring you here, in this space, in this moment, in this time. And now bring your attention to your breath. And start to deepen your breath. So you're bringing some conscious effort to your inhales and exhales. Your breath feels a little more expansive, a little more full than it might otherwise. In the last couple nights, the last couple classes, we've had these kind of themes, this direction that I've tried to funnel your thoughts, your intentions, all of that good stuff. But tonight, I just want you to ask yourself this simple question of what is something that you want to embody a little bit more in your day for the rest of the evening, in your day tomorrow, and the rest of your week. Whatever it might, if it's breathing, if it's being in the moment, if it's relaxing, if it's whatever the thing is that you would like to embody. I want you to just take a moment and picture that thing. Picture yourself doing it. Picture yourself living that, feeling that emotion, that action. Now, whatever that thing might be, I want you to distill it down to one word, one thing that sums up that feeling, that emotion in its entirety. And tonight, as we move through this practice, if your mind begins to wander, I want you to just come back to that word, to picture it floating at the front of your mind, to imagine yourself breathing it in and using that intention, that sankalpa, as it's called in Sanskrit, to really anchor you here. Now, wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale completely. As you inhale, sweep both arms up overhead and reach for the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart, and then slowly release your hands to your sides. Perfect. One more time, just like that. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale down through heart center. And back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Listen, inhale, reach both arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center. And this time, bring both of your hands to your hips. Take your feet and bump them out about hips distance apart. A great way to measure that, if you look at my feet, is to bring the heel of one foot to the ball of your other, and then spin that foot flat so that they're both facing straight forward. I want you to take a deep breath in and find as long and as neutral of a spine as you can. Press down through your feet, and as you exhale, keeping your spine nice and flat, fold forward halfway. You can bend your knees if that's a little too much in your hamstrings. Inhale, press all the way to stand. Keep your back nice and straight. Exhale, down halfway. Inhale, press to stand. Last time, exhale, down, halfway. Inhale, press to stand. Listen, release both of your hands by your sides. And exhale your breath completely. Inhale, reach up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold all the way forward over your legs. And you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And let your head hang heavy in Uttanasana, forward fold. Now, and I'll be doing this with you, so if you get lost, you can always look up at your screen. Bring your hands, the palms of your hands, to the backs of your ankles. So they're kind of right on your Achilles tendon. And you're going to keep your hands on the backs of your legs for this entire next part. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale completely. Listen, inhale, lengthen the crown of your head forward, come to that same flat back, and slide your hands up to behind your knees. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold all the way down. Listen, keep your hands on the backs of your thighs, or backs of your legs. Inhale, press all the way to stand, tracing the backs of your legs. Perfect. And with a nice flat back, exhale, trace your legs all the way down. Beautiful. Release your hands. You can let them sit on your mat. They can just hang, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, one last halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant both of your hands and step back to plank pose. Beautiful. And take a nice deep full breath in here. Listen, exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And as you inhale, slowly lower your knees to the mat, coming to tabletop. Beautiful. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale to tabletop. With your next exhale, move through that 3 more times. And slow it down as much as you need to find, as you've heard me say before, that spot where the breath and the movement never stop. And we'll meet in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, whenever you are done. Perfect. Now we're going to stay in this down dog whenever you've made your way there for 3 rounds of breath. And at first you can pedal out your legs, you can sway side to side, you can take those little movements that feel good. But I want you to make a conscious effort to work towards a place of stillness. Very nice, those of you that I can see. Now, wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale completely. As you inhale, bend your knees and look forward between your hands. Exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your hands and come back to that forward fold, Uttanasana, at or near the top of your mat. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head forward, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way to stand, reach your fingertips overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Listen, exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. And for 3 full rounds of breath, I want you to come back to your intention, to that thing that you want to embody a little bit more in the coming days, to what that will look like, how that will feel. With your next breath in, go ahead and open your eyes. Now I want you to bend your knees and step open wide. So you're facing the opposite way that you were just facing. You did like a 90-degree turn. Perfect. And then extend your arms out so they're parallel to the floor in a T shape. Look down at your feet and see that all 10 of your toes are pointing straight forward, and that the outside edges of your feet are roughly parallel to one another. Your ankles should be roughly below your wrists. Now turn your right toes in ever so slightly. It might feel a little bit weird, but they're now pointing kind of towards the top of your mat. And then turn your left toes out to 90 degrees. So they're pointing straight ahead, the same direction as your left fingers. Imagine you're being pulled through each of your hands, broaden across your chest, across your shoulder blades. Take a deep, full breath in here. And as you exhale, bend your left knee, maybe to 90 degrees, maybe to a little bit less. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, bend. Perfect. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And this time, stay. Bring your gaze forward over your left fingertips. I want you to look down at your front knee, your left knee, and make sure that you can still see your big toe and your second toe on the inside of your knee. If you can't, engage your left glute, kind of squeeze your butt and try to pull that knee back. Find a steady spot for your gaze and settle in. Maybe you sink a little deeper. And again, if your mind starts to wander, come back to your breath, back to your intention. This is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale completely. As best you can, keep your arms where they are. Inhale, straighten your left leg. And turn your feet parallel to one another. So we're back where we started. And take a deep, full breath in here. And a slow, steady exhale. Moving to the other side, turn your left toes in ever so slightly. And then your right toes out to 90 degrees. So your right toes are pointing straight forward. Reach through each of your fingertips, broaden across the front and back of your chest. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And this time we'll stay. Exhale, bend. Bring your gaze forward over your right fingers this time. And again, settle in. Into your breath, into your legs, into your intention. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale completely. As you inhale, straighten your right leg. And again, turn your feet parallel to one another, back to where we started. Bring your hands to your hips. And take a nice deep full breath in here. Just like at the beginning of class, as you exhale, fold forward halfway, keeping your back as straight and strong as you can. Inhale, use the muscles of the backs of your legs and press to stand. Perfect. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press to stand. Last time, exhale, down halfway. Inhale, press to stand. Heel toe your feet in a little bit closer to one another. Then bend your knees and step back to the top of your mat. And once you've arrived at the top of your mat, exhale your breath completely. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold all the way forward, Uttanasana. Perfect. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant both of your hands and step back to plank. And in your plank, take one nice deep full breath in. Exhale slowly or quickly, lower to your belly. And then roll over onto your back. Beautiful. So start by extending both of your arms along your sides with your palms to the sky. And then keeping your hands where they are, draw both of your knees into your chest, as close as you can get them. Perfect. Now I want you to imagine that the air, the room around you is full of molasses or honey or super thick snow, peanut butter, something that's not easy to move through. Take a deep full breath in. And as you exhale, pressing through that honey or whatever it is, slowly extend your feet to the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly draw them back into your chest. Exhale, press them away. Inhale, draw them in. This time we'll stay exhale, press your feet away. And there can be a slight bend in your knees. Maybe your knees are totally straight. But there should be a spot where your legs almost feel weightless, where you feel your low back pressing into the mat. And with your next inhale, slowly draw your knees back into your chest. Go ahead and wrap both of your arms around your shins. And you can rock forward, back, side to side. Take any of those little movements that feel good, giving your spine a little massage. If you'd like to come into happy baby, grabbing the outside edges of each of your feet and sending the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. Perfect. You are welcome to do so. And if it feels good, you can rock side to side. You can stay still. And gently draw both of your legs back into your chest and give yourself one last little squeeze. As you exhale, release the soles of your feet to the mat. And release your arms by your sides. Bump your feet out a little bit wider than your hips, or about as wide as your mat or your towel. And then let your knees fall together. Walk your shoulder blades slightly together under your chest. You might feel like that props your chest up a little bit. And for a couple of rounds, just observe your breath. Try not to change or manipulate it. Just watch. Where is it moving? How is it moving? Is it shallow or deep? Fast or slow? Now slowly start to iron out your breath. To find a breath count where your inhales are equal to your exhales. So maybe you're inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4. Maybe it's 6, maybe it's 8, maybe it's 12. But I want you to find a count where your breath feels expansive, where you feel like you are filling up with oxygen. But the next breath doesn't feel strained. You're not left gasping for air. Now slowly start to change that breath count so that your inhales are half the length of your exhale. So if you're inhaling for 3, you're exhaling for 6. If you're inhaling for 4, you're exhaling for 8. And again, I want you to find a count where it doesn't feel like you're left gasping for air. And take 3 more rounds of breath at that count. And after your 3rd exhale, your last exhale, extend your legs long on the mat. And let go of control of your breath. Let go of any shapes that you made today, any things that happened today. Setting up and settling into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. And here, I want you to briefly come back to your intention. So it's fresh at the front of your mind. And with each breath in, and silently say to yourself, so. And with each breath out, hum. So, hum. In Sanskrit, this term, so hum, roughly translates to I am that. And in Sanskrit, what they're talking about is this greater notion of thatness, of we are all one, of you have within you divinity and all of the things that you need to make your wildest dreams come true, which is true and wonderful. But tonight, with each so, with each hum, I want you to imagine that you're saying to yourself over and over again, I am that. I am whatever your intention is. I am strong. I am steady. I am positive. I am productive. I am relaxed. So hum. And slowly start to deepen your breath, bringing some conscious effort back to your inhales and exhales. And start to invite some small movements back into your fingers and toes. Then gradually some larger ones. Eventually taking both arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. And moving slowly, roll over onto your left side. And just pause for a moment here. And keeping your eyes closed, moving gently, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And once you've landed, bring your palms together in front of your heart and bow your chin to your chest. And for one last time, come back to your intention, that thing that you want to embody a little bit more tomorrow, tonight, whenever it might be. And again, picture yourself doing it. Picture yourself living it. Picture it as if it's already your reality. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking the time to come to your mat, your towel, your floor tonight. And thank your body for doing this practice, your breath for nourishing this practice, and your mind for enabling the practice and being tasked with what is our hardest practice of all. To all the ways that this thing, this yoga, challenges us, strengthens us, and provides us with an opportunity to stop, to breathe, to look at what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. And to that strength, that awareness, the resilience, the flexibility, all of the good stuff that it provides, that we might live our best possible lives and be our best possible selves, hopefully one day unlocking our highest potential. And slowly start to rub your palms together, creating some heat, some friction between them. And once they're so hot, you almost can't take it anymore. Keep your eyes closed and place each of your palms over one of your eyes. And just take a moment to feel that heat, to feel that energy that you just generated. And let that cement, let that seal in your intention. And keeping your hands where they are as you're ready, slowly open your eyes, letting in the dark. And then gradually remove your hands and let back in the light. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I hope everyone is staying warm and happy in the snow and the rain and all of the weather. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, movement prep with Lacey and or Robin. And then we'll be back here Thursday night doing more yoga, more breathing, more meditation.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. It's lovely.
Awesome. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bria.
Thanks, Whitney.
Thank